Hey guys, it's Shama from Happy Living Now and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 DIY Valentine's Day gifts that you could make on the cheap. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so in case you're wondering of any last minute gift ideas that you could get your spouse or significant other for Valentine's Day, I'm going to show you 2 of those. And I am also going to share with you a bonus tip that may most likely not even cost you anything for a Valentine's Day gift idea. So if you want to see what that bonus tip is, stay till the end. Okay guys, so for the first DIY, you're gonna need a pair of mugs and some permanent markers. And I picked these mugs up from the Dollar Tree, so this gift could cost you about $3. I picked up a pair because I wanted to make a his and her pair. And at this point, you basically write whatever it is you want to write. So because my partner and I, we are big tea drinkers, I basically wrote something related to tea. I said my man is like my tea, hot, strong, and sweet. And it's not in this frame, but I also added a little lip, as you see pictured here. For the second DIY, you're gonna need a mug as well. This is a single mug, and this gift is Things I Love About You mug. I slowed the frame down a bit here because I wanted you to see that even with a permanent marker, you are most likely gonna make mistakes, but you can also erase those mistakes. And so here I wrote like instead of love, and to erase that I used cotton pad with acetone and I just wiped that off. And make sure you clean out every streak of the marker because you want to make sure your cup is clean and there's no streaks of running marker. So once I corrected that, I basically just went in and wrote whatever it is I like about my partner on my mug. For example, the smile, whatever it is that you want to write, you write it on the mug. And once you've done writing things you love about your partner on the mug, this could be the end of the DIY. So at this point, technically this gift could cost you about $2. For me, it was a little bit too simple, so of course I took it one step further. And so if you're gonna do this additional step, this gift could most likely cost you about $6 or $7. So for that, I purchased Hershey's Kisses from the Dollar Tree as well. And what I did with those, I just added that to my cup. I emptied each of the packs in my mug, mixed the candy together and filled my mug with the candy. And then I also purchased some goodie bags from the dollar store, which had like the Valentine's Day markings on it, and it came with twisty ties as well. So I did that. Now again, you could be done at this point. I still wanted to take mine a step further. So for this one, I had red printer paper on hand and cardstock on hand. So this additional step didn't cost me anything really except for the additional $1 for the designed twine. But all I did was I drew a heart shape on my red printer paper. I cut that out and I just wrote a kind note which said a kiss every day from me to you, to relate to the Hershey's Kisses. And I cut out an even bigger shaped heart on my cardstock, and I stuck the 2 hearts together with double-sided tape. I punched a hole through the heart with my scissors and used my rope to attach that to my mug. And that's pretty much it. This is what the gift looked like at the end. Alright, and on to the bonus tip, guys. I'm going to show you how to make this easy DIY Valentine's Day gift card, which could cost you nothing if you have the materials on hand. So for that, you want to go over to your browser and head over to canva.com, and I will link that below if you're not familiar with it. But to be able to design your templates or your pictures, you want to create a free account. I'm using the free account. You could pay for the premier version, but I am using just the basic free account. For here, you could use custom dimensions if there's a certain dimensions you have in mind, or you could navigate to their templates. I chose to use their card template, which was a size of 7 by 5 inches. So once I had my template, I basically Next step was to navigate to text and lay out my text. So that's what I did. I added a heading, and you could write anything. This picture or this part will be the front cover of your card, so be creative. I wanted to go with "You're the match to my fire" or "to my flame" kind of a text, so that's what I did, because I did purchase some matchsticks from the Dollar Tree as well that I am going to adhere to the front of the card as well. So that's the writings that I chose to go with. So as you can see here, I'm also rotating the text a 90-degree angle because of the layout of the paper. I didn't want the paper to print in portrait. I wanted it to print in landscape mode, so I rotated it. I hope that makes sense. So my printer was still set to portrait, but it would print in a landscape form. Next, I looked for a candle image. Of course, if you're using images, you could search for the image you'd like. They have tons of free images, so be sure to look out for those, because they also have paid stock images as well. And I chose the candle of my choice and just worked out the size the best I thought, would work, and laid out the text. And the thing I love about Canva is it shows you where exactly your text and images are being laid in regards to whatever else is on the page. So it gives you certain lines just so that you are aware whether your writing and your pictures are aligning appropriately. Once you've laid out your text and pictures to your liking, head over to the download tab and download that. That is going to be downloaded as the recommended PNG, which is what I did. And at this point, because I am also going to type my text for the inside of my card, I deleted the pictures and the text and proceeded to type in whatever text was going to go on the inside of my card. So of course, once you've cleared that off, you want to go back to the text tab and choose the smaller text. For that, I chose the add a subheading because that's a good size text. And here, let your creativity come alive again. So you could write anything. Of course, I'm not going to show you what I wrote on screen, but just to give you an idea, you could write "my dearest love," "my sweetest hobby," whatever floats your boat, you write it. And I just typed whatever it is I wanted to type. I searched for a font that I liked, and of course I rotated that again at a 90-degree angle so it could print appropriately. And I basically just separated those to a good spacing, downloaded the picture, and went over to my printer and printed that. Now be mindful of your printer defaults, because I did have to change the dimension of my printer paper from 8x11 to 7x5. So once I've printed that, I head over with my paper cutter and cut my paper to a size because I measured it on my cardstock. And once I've cut the size I like, I basically stuck the front paper, which is the red cover, with some double-sided tape and adhere that to the front of my cardstock. And I'm basically going to do the same thing for the inside paper. I cut it to length and then stuck some double-sided tape at the back of it and stuck that on the inside of my card. And you're basically done. This is it. And of course, if you have the materials on hand, this could cost you really nothing. And you don't have to get as crazy as I did with the red paper. You could keep it simple and do white. And of course, I took mine a notch further and used matchsticks because I wanted to again say "you're the match to my flame." And I basically just adhered each of the matchsticks with some hot glue to the front of my card. And that was it. This gift cost me $1 because of the matchstick that I purchased for this project. Everything else I already had on hand. And I love how it turned out. I love the fact that it actually turned out as good as I intended it to turn out. And it only cost me $1. So guys, as you can see, it really doesn't take much to be creative for Valentine's Day. You could be as creative as can be, and it could be very budget friendly as well. Alright guys, so those were the 2 DIY gift ideas that you could do on the cheap for Valentine's Day gifts. And I also hope you enjoyed the bonus tip, the DIY Valentine's Day gift card. That may not even cost you anything if you have the materials on hand. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave any comments or suggestions on any other videos you'd like to see me make for upcoming events, and I'll be sure to get those to you. Please feel free to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And also follow me on Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram at Happy Living Now. Until then, you guys will see me in the next one. Bye guys.